President's violation of his oath of office. And as a Catholic, I resent your using the word hate in a sentence that addresses me. I don't hate anyone. I was raised in a way that is a heart full of love, and always prayed for the president. And I still pray for the president. I pray for the president all the time. So don't mess with me when it comes to words like that.
Were the snaps and the neck roll.
Don't mess with an Italian grandma. So, what do you think?
Oh, hell, I love this too. it was like Democrat Unplugged Day yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times you see politicians who are so filtered and restrained and constrained and on script. Look, I think it triggered her. And I think she's got a lot of credibility on this impeachment issue because she has not been screaming impeachment from day one. She got dragged into this kicking and screaming because of the facts. And so I think, you know, when you are telling her it's because you hate the president, no, it's because of the facts. And she reacted very strongly.
Like you said?
Yeah.
A plant?
No, the plants are from the other campaigns, and they're people that come. James Rosen is a very well-known journalist.
Well, he works for Sinclair, which is basically...
He used to work with me at Fox.
Yeah, he was. I do think it was a lazy way to ask the question, and he was.
You don't think it was a hostile question?
Oh, I do think it was hostile, but I also think it was lazy. I think he was going probably for the clickbait and for the headlines. And when you should have put more context of like, hey, here is what these Democratic scholars were saying yesterday, that the reason for the impeachment is because you can't stand the president. Respond to that. The way he asked it was different. And what I worry about so much is just humanity and civility in this country. And I put a lot of the blame on the president for this because it is how we talk to each other. And this is someone who, it's a conservative outlet, but these questions matter. Yeah. The way that we ask these questions to the Speaker of the House, they matter. And I thought she handled herself incredibly great. She's one of the savviest politicians we have right now.
But what I really loved was a left-wing politician is taking on the religious position. Usually it's the right wing in this country that is all, you know, the evangelicals, etc., who claim the religious mantle. And it's really Catholics, you know, during the Vietnam War, there were priests, the Berrigan brothers, and they were on the left, and they had moral standing. Now she's saying, listen, don't think it's about my faith. It's about my faith. I thought it was brilliant.
I took it the same way because I know when I was growing up, you know, kids often say, you know, I hate her. I would get into more trouble in a Catholic household for saying something like that. My mother would always say, hate is a sin. Jealousy is a sin. You cannot say that word. You know, I rebuke that word. But what was also interesting to me, to Abby's point, was I thought it was a setup question because we keep on hearing that talking point. This isn't about the Constitution. This isn't about the facts. This is about the fact that, you know, Democrats have hated Trump, have been about getting Trump.
They want to catch someone.
And that they've been trying to get him out from the beginning.
From the very
that's
beginning.
their other talking point.
And I think that is what also triggered her. Don't try to frame this about not liking Trump. Don't try to frame this about emotion. This is about the Constitution. And I think she blended the two pretty masterfully.
I think when the problem is when she did answer it masterfully. The problem is now she's selling T-shirts that say hashtag don't mess with Nancy.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. For $39, you too can buy a T-shirt or a sweatshirt that says
don't buy one, it's your Christmas gift.
Do they come in black?
But my problem is, like, everything is a meme. Everything's for the internet. Hashtag she persisted. Hashtag don't mess with Nancy. This is very serious. You're talking about the Constitution. You're talking about impeachment. And for me, it reduces it. It's very reductive to start selling sweatshirts that say
you mean like hats that say make America great again?
But, so, first of all, I mean, you know what? I'm just trying to make a point, and I've never worn a MAGA hat. I think you know better than anybody that I would never wear a MAGA hat, and I think politics doesn't have to be a meme and collectivism, but
listen,
whatever.
back to your point. I
didn't know she did that. That's a good point. I do think those things matter.
Who's selling it? Is it the DNC or is it?
It doesn't matter.
All right. Well, back to your point. Yeah, I think it's actually been very similar to your evolution on impeachment because you and me have said, you know, from the very beginning, we don't like Trump. We disdain him. We don't like the way he conducts himself. But we were against impeachment until the
Right.
facts
There was
changed.
something that could get
We were against impeachment all through the Mueller thing,
Yeah.
as was Nancy Pelosi.
Right.
But, there comes a point where it's not about whether I like him or I hate him. It's not whether I support him or I don't. It's about the Constitution. It's about rule of law. It's about nobody being above the law. It's about fairness and justice and democracy.
Right.
Well, I thought he should have been impeached after the Mueller report.
Yeah.
Being honest. Because I read it. There were impeachable offenses outlined in the Mueller report, 11 to be exact.
Okay.
Well, he's still there, and he's probably going to get through this impeachment as well.
Well,
and
he will.
possibly, very well, reelected. So we will all be sitting here 2 years from now.
Poo-poo.
You may be right. She may be
Come on,
right.
it's Friday. That means go out and
Right.
vote. That's what that
Exactly.
means. We'll be right back.